As a forward air controller, you were expected to deliver an airstrike with whatever airborne platform was available to you. And the strikes that I did, I was in Vietnam for 9 months. I served totally in support of the Australian Task Force in Phuoc Tuy Province, apart from my in-country training at Phan Rang. In Phuoc Tuy Province, I controlled something like 80 airstrikes, and they range from C-130 Hercules, dropping a 15,000-pound bomb, to clear the jungle for a helicopter landing site. And this bomb would go off looking like a miniature nuclear explosion and would just flatten everything, and you could fit about 6 helicopters in the clearing that was made. We controlled B-52 strikes, each aeroplane carrying 105 bombs, and you put in a pattern of 3 or 6 of those aeroplanes. It was a lot of bombs. The most common, though, were the strike fighters, the F-4s, the B-57, which was the American Canberra. But the best of all to get was either a pair of F-100s, which are the Super Sabres, which were getting old, but the beauty of those was they were operated by very experienced Air National Guard pilots who could deliver their weapons very accurately. And the delivery mode in Vietnam was entirely visual. You had to see what you were aiming at, and it was the skill of the fighter pilot to hit what he was aiming at. And then above and beyond that were the A-37s. The A-37 was a little Dragonfly, and we have 2 of them at Temora. The A-37 was so good because, as well as being very experienced pilots, they were generally operated by a South Vietnamese Air Force unit, but with a very experienced United States Air Force pilot with them. Very well trained. The airplane was small enough and close enough to be able to maneuver and to position and to deliver the weapons very accurately. And with all of those pylons under the wing, it could carry wall-to-wall weapons. So it was a delight as a forward air controller to get a pair of A-37s. I also controlled many strikes with the Australian Canberras. And the Canberra was a little bit unique in that it was the only bomber employed in that way, in that it used the very traditional wartime bomb run where the bomb aimer, the navigator, crawled forward, acting as a bomb aimer, lying in the nose of the aeroplane. And if you've seen the dam busters, he called left steady, 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 bomb gone. Just as they did. And they were extremely accurate, but of course extremely vulnerable, because it meant having to do a very long straight run. But from my point of view, which is totally selfish, I wanted the most accurate weapons on target. And to get Canberras or A-37s was a dream.